give you 5 more seconds. 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Waiver's gone.
All right. Welcome everyone to ERGOFIT. My name's Barbara Morgan with Health Fitness. Today we're going to focus a little bit on wrists and shoulders, biceps. So I'd like for you to stand up first. We're going to take a couple big deep breaths up to the reach for the sky, and just kind of twist around a little bit.
Oh, Lord.
And I want to start with something just a little bit different today. I'm not going to do it to my chair because logistics, but what I want you to do is put your feet about shoulder width apart, and then put your hands out in front of you. And if you're standing in front of your chair, I want you to squat down until you hit the chair, and then stand right back up. So if you don't have a chair, or you're pretty flexible and you want to try this with more of a range of motion, you can try it, without a chair. So we're going to just go down as slow as you can, and then come back up. So you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this in your legs primarily. But the cool thing is like if you've been sitting for a while and you just want to get the blood moving, this is a great way to do it, because it really is a bit of a stretch, no pun intended. So we're going to do that 5 or 6 times. And you can work up to it if you can't get to your chair, because we don't want to use, most of the time we stand up and sit down in our chair, we use our armrests. So we want to get away from that and get a little bit more stretch in our lower body. So a lot of the stretches that we did for our wrists, we did with our palm up or palm down. Today we're going to make a fist. And what that does is it's going to concentrate things a little bit more in our forearm. So you want to make a tight fist, and we're going to pull down on the back of the wrist, just like we did before with an open hand. Let me turn sideways. You can see this a little bit more. And you're going to feel that right up through the forearm, almost to your elbow. So just a little variation. Now, there's lots of variations to the stretches that we do. And you want to hold this for maybe 10, 15 seconds. We're going to shake that out a little bit. We do that again on the right. So it's just a little tighter, more concentrated, more focused stretch when you make a fist. Stretch it out a little bit, shake it out, and one more time on the right. And if you're not very flexible, you might not need to use, it might be too much to use your hand against the back of your, your palm against the back of your hand. It might just be enough to bend your wrist down. All right, I'm going to shake that out. We're going to go over to the left hand. So we're going to make a fist, and then we're just going to pull it. And you're probably going to notice a big difference between your dominant hand and your non-dominant hand as far as what your flexibility is, just because your dominant hand gets used for so much more, especially the reaching and pulling things like car doors and doorknobs. And shake that out. And one more time on the left. We'll do it 2 more times. Want everything to be even. And one more. Again, never should feel any pain. It should just be kind of a tension or a slight tugging or pulling for all these stretches. And now we're going to go back over to the right, and we're going to make that fist, and we're going to pull it up. So you can pull it from the top, you can push it, but you can kind of see how it really tightens up all those muscles up through the wrist, back of the wrist up to the elbow. Shake that out. Do that one more time. This also still does get a nice stretch on the bottom, the inside of your wrist. Real important to try to keep that carpal tunnel flexible. Okay, I'm going to shake that out. I'm going to go over to the left. So I'm just going to. Again, those little just check-ins during the day as you're sitting at your desk, if you're working on a project. Shake that out, do that one more time. Okay, now we're going to put a little attention on the hands. So I want you to come into what they call the prayer. This is a yoga thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread our fingers. So we're going to take the little prayer, spread our fingers, and then we're going to push our palms apart. So what we're doing is getting a really nice stretch through all 5 fingers at the same time. So you want to bring that apart so you've got some space in between. So it's almost a pushing with the fingertips and a pulling away with the palm. Shake that out. We're going to do that again. So palm to palm, spread your fingers, and then separate. This is a nice way to get all 5 fingers at the same time. So it would save a little bit of time if you're, a lot of mousing, a lot of typing can cause some discomfort in your fingers themselves. This is a great way to lessen that just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to take that same prayer thing, but we're going to just roll it forward so that you have your fingertips pointing down as much as you can. And then we're going to roll that back up and down. Again, you might not be very flexible on this one. It's not something we really do, but it is a great way to engage those forearms. And one more time. Okay, shake that out a little bit. We're going to take our right arm, we're going to put it over our head, bend at the elbow. And with the left, we're going to grab at the elbow, and we're going to see how far we can reach down our back. So this is getting primarily from the elbow up through the shoulder and a little bit of the back muscles too. So we're going to hold that 10 or 15 seconds. See, that one feels really good today. And then we're going to let that go, shake that out, and let's go over to the left. And you can try to walk your fingers down your back. You can massage a little bit while you're back there. I'm going to do one more on the right. And see if you can just get a little bit further this time. And we're going to do one more on the left. Okay, one more for the upper arm. We're going to take that arm and we're going to bring it across the chest. And we want to grab it either above the elbow or below the elbow, not on the elbow, and pull it towards you. And you also want to just remember to keep that shoulder down. We don't want to have it up here, strangling yourself. But as low as you can keep it and get that stretch up across the shoulder and into your neck. And over here onto the left side. Oh, I can't believe how fast 10 minutes goes. If you want to do a couple more of these, please feel free. I've got 2:40 on the dot here in Tennessee. Big deep breath up. Thank you everyone for joining me today. The recording will be posted shortly, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Bye,
You're
everybody.
welcome.
Bye
Thank
to all the
you.
kittens and all the puppies out there. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, Barbara.
Bye, guys.